For the very last part, we're going to use the fact that these last pieces matched. But I want to talk about something else first, because I know this is the part that confuses a lot of kids. So off to the side here, I want to remind you guys of something. If I had something like a x times, I don't know, just some factor, I'm going to use a weird capital A, minus 4 times a weird capital A. And I asked you guys, hey, if they have this in common, and I put an A out in front, what goes inside these parentheses? You know, you can see it's that reverse distributive property again. What would have to go inside of here so that this would equal XA minus 4A? This is the thought I always carried with me when I was doing this for the first time as a 15-year-old and 16-year-old. I'd think about this problem. If you told me you had this, and you said, let's take that A and put it in front, what would go inside these parentheses so that this equaled the original problem? And I hope you know it's like this times this would have to equal this, and this A, so what would go here? This times this has to equal this. I'd have to put an X there. And this times this would have to equal this, so it would be negative 4. So if this entire time I was like yammering on and on and on, and I was like, hey, kiddos, let's go back to the very beginning. If I have x times something minus 4 times that same thing can come out to the front, and x minus 4 is on the inside. This makes sense to you. That's what I'm going to do over here. It's just that instead of A and A, the thing they have in common is that 3x minus 4 and that 3x minus 4. So just like that A comes out to the front, this is like a big A. That 3x minus 4 comes out to the front. And then what's left? This times something has to equal this whole thing, so it's just the x's left. And then this times something has to equal this whole thing, so it's just the negative 4 is left. So at the end of the day, I just want to mention, like, what I end up saying in class often is like, these are going to match. Hold up, let's erase some stuff here. Let me be clear. This is my final answer. I'm done with the problem. I finished it off, right? That's it. So what you'll hear me say in class all the time, because it's just easier to do it once you get in the groove, is factor out your groups. These will match. When those match, they become your first factor. And then I'll say something like, and whatever's like left behind, the x and the 4 become your second factor. But this is what I'm doing when that happens. And that's it, we're done. Now if I wanted to check my work, I would then take this times this, that's 3x squared. I would take 3 times negative 4 is negative 12x. I would take negative 4 times 4x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. These are like terms, so I end up getting 3x squared. These guys are friends. They make negative 16x plus 16. So I'm not wrong. If I multiply these two things together, I do get this thing back again, so this is the factored form. And I'm done with the problem. As you get used to the steps, they go faster, and when you're not explaining them, it doesn't take half an hour. So just keep practicing. This is the part where most people are getting confused. So just keep at it. If you can get the winners, and you can get to here, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.